need a few things from you. I'll need to know your plea, your choices are guilty, not guilty, no contest. I'll need to know to whom you wish to speak. You have your choices there of the court clerk, if you think you may qualify and are interested in driving safety course. If you want to talk to me, we're going to talk about either setting it for trial or paying. If you think there's some mitigating circumstances, in other words, you think you can cut a deal of some sort, you'll need to talk to the prosecutor. If you reach some agreement, I'll either accept or reject it. Now, I noticed a couple of you don't have your video set up. So hopefully you can hear me, even though you don't see me, but I'll need to see you. Mr. Darrell, if you would, please bring your video in. Mr. Vences, I see you. We'll be talking to you as well. And I think, Cynthia, are you there for a translator? All right, I can't hear you. I unmuted you. All right, folks, as I said, I need to know your plea, guilty, not guilty, no contest. I'll need to know to whom you wish to speak, the judge, the prosecutor, or the court clerk. I will come to you in turn here. So wait your turn. We'll get to you as soon as possible. Once I get to you, and if you need to talk to someone, I may send you to another computer room so you can talk in private with one of us. Okay, so I think the first one up is Mr. Vences. Mr. Vences, can you hear me?
Yes.
Is your mother there?
Yeah.
Where? I need, can she sit next to you?
Yes, look, she's gonna sit right.
All right, fine. Hello, Miss Vences. How are you today?
She's good.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Bien.
She said she's good.
All right, Mr. Vences, you have a offense, criminal mischief. How do you plead today?
Honestly, guilty.
Guilty. How? All right. Who would you like to speak to today?
Whoever.
Whoever.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to try to keep it off your record, sir?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to send you over to the prosecutor, and I'm going to send you to a computer room, and it will a pop-up should appear asking you to accept assignment to breakout room. Miss Cynthia, would you explain that to him so we're all clear here?
Okay. Señora Vences.
Ajá.
Okay. ¿Cómo le diré se declaró culpable su hijo, so el juez lo va a mandar a otro sitio para que pueda hablar con ¿cómo se llama? El fiscal, para ver si se lo pueden, para que no vayan su, okay?
All right, so they understand I'm going to send them to a breakout room with the prosecutor. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Y'all see what you can work out, and we'll talk later.
All right.
Amy, Randy, and which one is he? Mr. Vences.
Galaxy S9.
Okay. And open. And Cynthia, I got Amy, Cynthia, Randy. All right, open the rooms. Let's take care of that. All right, sir. Okay, Mr. Darrell, and let's see here. Go right ahead. I'm sorry. Okay, Darrell Barber.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today, Mr. Barber?
I'm doing good, sir.
Did you ever hear that speech?
The speech.
My speech asking for your plea today, sir, of guilty, not guilty, no contest, and to whom you like to speak. Prosecutor, if you want to try to cut a deal or if you have some mitigating circumstances. The court clerk, if you think you may be interested and are qualified for a driving safety course, which you should be, if depending on other elements, your speed wouldn't hold you out. Or, and see, myself, the judge, you want to talk about just paying it or setting it for trial. First of all, sir, how do you plead today?
Not guilty.
We are live, right? Just a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Not guilty. And to whom would you like to speak?
To you, sir.
To me?
Can
All
I
right.
talk to you and the clerk?
Well, you're going to talk to me. We're going to talk about setting it for trial or paying it. That's what we're going to talk about. You're talking to the judge. You want to talk to the clerk, you can talk to her about possible driving safety course.
Okay, I'll talk. Yeah, I'd rather just talk to you then about it.
So you want to get it paid or set it for trial?
How much is it?
It is $254. And I'll tell you straight up, if you're talking about paying it, it's probably cheaper to go through the driving safety course and you can keep it off your record.
So would I have to do a driving safety course there per se?
No, you can do it online.
Oh, really? Okay. How do I go about doing that?
I'll tell you what, why don't you talk to the clerk and y'all can figure that out, okay?
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna send you over to a breakout room, just a computer room. Y'all discuss it and get it worked out. And hopefully I'll take care of that, okay, Mr.
Perfect.
Barber. All right?
Yes, sir.
You don't have a breakout room? Hold on just a minute.
Because we're
Okay, I'm sorry, because of technicalities, I'm gonna pass you over to the clerk and she'll tell you what to do, all right?
Okay, perfect.
Hi, Mr. Barber.
Yes, ma'am.
So to get started with your driver safety course, we need a copy of your current Texas driver's license and proof of insurance.
I have a Virginia driver's license.
Are you active duty military?
No, ma'am. So I recently moved from, I was about to say Florida, Lord. I recently moved from Texas at the end of June. I never got a Texas ID while I was down there or anything. I've always had my Virginia license. I'm from Virginia and now I'm back in Virginia. So that's where I am now. That's the reason why I had to do this over the video.
I already talked to the prosecutor on that.
Okay, Mr. Barber, the clerks cannot process that because of the current identification.
Yes, ma'am.
The judge said maybe talk to the prosecutor. Would you like to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna send you to a breakout room so the prosecutor can talk to you, Mr. Barber, and see if there's something we can do. Because of your no Texas driver's license, we just can't readily prosecute that. I mean, process that, all right? But maybe
Yes,
we can
sir.
still, you can always pay, but let's see if we can get something that helps you, all right?
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna send you over to breakout room 2. A pop-up should appear asking you to join. Let's see here. Just give me a minute.
Yes, sir.
Where's the? Let's see what we got here. Okay, on that. Where's the pop-up 2? It's live. All right, help me out here. I need
Okay.
pop-up room 2.
prosecutor one. If you scroll down, prosecutor two.
Oh, there we go.
Well, you don't want to join, you want to assign, so click. Can we assign?
All right.
If you right click, will it let you assign?
Not letting me assign.
Okay, scroll to the top again, I apologize.
Okay,
Daryl.
sign two.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
If I could just follow instructions, we'd be good.
That's two of us.
I'm thinking about this too.
All right, Mr. Barber, I've assigned you to a breakout room. If you join that room, the prosecutor, once he's finished with who he's talking to now, he'll join you and y'all can discuss the matter, okay? Without me hearing it, just in case this thing ends up in trial. I don't want to hear everything that goes on, all right?
Gotcha.
So go
Thank
right
you.
ahead. And if you would, click on, you should have been asked to join a breakout room. Do you not see something on your webcam? Okay, there we go. Now, just a minute, sir. Who's Mr. Demick? That's you?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Just a minute, making a note here. All right, Mr. Demick. I don't know if you heard my speech. I'll make it short and brief again. This is arraignment. I need a couple of things from you, sir. We're being
Yes, sir.
broadcast live via YouTube, so it appears to be open court. I need to know
Yes, sir.
how you plead today on your offense of open container. Guilty, not guilty, no contest.
Yes, sir.
I'm listening.
No.
Which one?
No contest, sir.
All right. I need to know to whom you wish to speak today. If you just want to pay it or proceed to trial, that's me. If you want to try to keep it off your record, that you need to talk to the prosecutor. If there's some mitigating circumstance, or you just want to enter into, see if you can reach some deal where you keep it off your record.
Sir, how much
Those
would
are
it?
your choices. I'm sorry.
Sir, how much would it be to pay it?
Just to pay it, it's $224.
That's the first one. There's
Oh,
two.
there's a couple.
Yeah,
Let's see
there's
what else you got here, sir.
226 and 220. Oh, 266.
I'm sorry. What's the other one?
It's also a speeding, Your Honor,
Yeah,
9375.
Oh, the reason you had that open. Okay, just a minute, Mr. Prosecutor. I'm talking to Mr. Demick on his two choices. All right, on the issue of speeding, sir, how do you plead there, Mr.
No contest as well, sir.
And if you'd like to try to keep it off your record, I see that it's under the limit that you may, if you qualify, you may be able to take the driving safety course. Would you like to talk to the court clerk about that, sir?
I would like to talk to the court clerk about the speeding, sir, and then to the prosecutor about the open container, sir.
Well, okay, all right, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna assign you as soon as breakout room here. So you can
Sounds good,
talk
sir.
to the prosecutor and work to see where that goes. And then we'll hear back from you with the court clerk, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so hold on and let me hear what my prosecutor's on the line now. Yes, sir.
On the Vince's case, the state is making a motion to reset. I believe we may need to reset this either, probably October would be better instead of September, Your Honor, since it's going to be a kind of a short time between now and the hearing.
Okay, October?
Yes, sir.
All right, reset October, granted. All right,
And can the Vinces leave now, Your Honor?
they can.
All right.
And you have someone in breakout room 2, and I'm about to assign another person to breakout room 1, okay?
Well, when is the other court?
All right, Mr. Vences, we're gonna reset your case for October, so all right?
All right.
Okay,
What
based
day?
on what you talked about with the prosecutor, all right? So y'all
Yes, sir.
free to go. Have a good
right.
day.
You too.
Now, let's see, Mr. Mick. All right, Mr. Mick, I'm gonna assign you to, I think we have a breakout room 1 here. So there should be a pop-up asking you to join. And just a second here.
Okay. Oh, I have it, sir.
All right, have a good day, sir.
You too, sir.
All right, who else we got? Mr. Nick.
I need to go to breakout.
Room 2. Let's see.
The only
here.
breakout room I see, Your Honor, is prosecutor 1.
Okay, let me go back and well, I don't want to join.
I went to prosecutor 1. There wasn't anybody in there, so that's the reason I wanted to ask.
We just sent you Mr. DeMick, but you should have Mr. Barbos, and unless he for some reason got booted off, but Mr.
Barbos and prosecutor 1, Your Honor.
And two, and
Right.
DeMick and prosecutor 1.
All right, sir. I only have an invitation for 1.
Okay, well, go to 1. We'll see what happens with Mr. Barbos here.
All right,
Thank
sir.
you. Let's see. Why can't we? Where is he? I don't see him. I don't have anybody. I don't understand. Nobody's over in my waiting room. Nobody's in the. What we got going here? I don't want to join. But he should be on the screen somewhere, right?
If he's in the meeting,
Yeah.
it should be. No, I cannot get the breakout rooms from this. Here you go. And you're back.
And where's Mr.
Your Honor, Amy and I were in prosecutor room, breakout room number 1, and there wasn't anybody in there.
Nobody? That's what I'm
So
showing
we've
too.
lost both of our
We've lost
defendants.
both our defendants here for prosecutor 1 and prosecutor 2. Let's see if they come back in. We don't have anyone else standing in line, so
All right, sir.
as soon as they show up.
It was Mick and Barbados.
Yes, DeMick.
Mick.
Let's see here.
Is it Daryl Barber? Is that who it was?
Yes, yes, sir.
Got it.
I'll just tell you, Mr. Barber's issue. He'd like to take a driving safety course, but he has Virginia license, and he's not active military.
All right.
So, but we don't have either one of them to talk to, Mr. Barbers or Mr. DeMick. Uh-oh, what happened here? All right.
If he tunes in, she'll have it.
How are you today, Mr. Prosecutor?
Been fine, sir.
Good, good.
Just finished a whole day of multiple arraignment dockets yesterday.
Oh, nothing like going through it again today from another vantage point, huh?
Yes, sir. I do want to tell you, Your Honor, we actually have added something to our little arraignment speech for the online, and that is making everybody clear that they have their appearance and their conduct and their language have to be appropriate since it's a courtroom. And if it's not, that whoever's handling the button has the right to basically either put them into a breakout room or to cut them off.
Okay. Y'all had
Because
some,
we've had some inappropriate conduct.
really interesting. Just didn't respect the court, huh, there?
And unfortunately, it was action. It wasn't language
Oh, really? Huh?
of a provocative nature.
Okay, who's supposed to show up next here?
Mr. Montez sent in a request for a reset. So the next one after that would be
Archie Davis with Kelly Lee, Baranowski, Kristen Baranowski with Gabe Cavarulli.
Well, nothing for us to do until they show up, somebody. You have the Mick and Mr. Barber's email, close hand.
Yeah.
Just-
Re-invite
Yeah,
them.
just re-invite them, find out what happened here.
Your Honor, if you heard any more information about whether they may open things up a little bit more.
I haven't. I don't know. What about Amy? Amy, you heard anything? Well, let's see here.
We, Georgetown's got several jury trials pending, and that's apparently Lucas watched a jury trial that was being conducted in Austin, one of the JP courts. And he was talking about how difficult that was and how long it took. And that really the information I was given is that it may be best that we just wait and until things really open up and do it, able to do it live, that we really do it live, because it's just so difficult to do with so many different people.
I'm sure with a jury.
In his case, there were 2 lawyers involved, and they actually, I believe, called 60 people.
Oh
And
my
you can
God.
imagine, you couldn't get them all on the screen. So they had to do them in 2 panels. And I don't think they got started. They started at 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't think they finished with, this was a Class C misdemeanor. They didn't get started until almost lunch.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Well, that's one way to wear out the court and the prosecutor. And I can see that being used as a weapon. It may be best to hold off on the jury, if we get out on the road a little bit, see what happens. I think Ramona has re-invited the 2, Mr. Barber and Mr. DeMick. We'll see if they come back, but till then, we're just waiting on the next folks to show up.
Which would be 10:50, so that's.
I don't understand, Your Honor. The invitation that we had about leaving this room was we only had one option. We didn't have 2 different breakout rooms, so I'm not sure how that works. Do I need to go back into the main courtroom and then I'm assigned the separate breakout room? Is that how it's supposed to?
Let me see here. Let me move you. See if I can move you to. Let me see if I can move you to 2 here.
Yes, sir.
And see what happens. I thought Randy said he went to. I was there.
Is Ramona on the line with us?
Yes.
Ramona, I also saw on Mr. Barber's ticket that he had a no insurance. Was that already resolved?
We didn't get to that.
It's not on the docket, Your Honor.
But let me make sure before I say that.
She's gonna check.
All right.
I have this thing that says broadcast all. I don't think anyone's on my panel other than you, Randy, and Amy, and of course, Ramona. Let me see if,
Mr. Barbaugh did present insurance and it was verified.
Gotcha. That's the reason. Okay.
all right. Okay. Well, I'm just looking, this is a messaging service, this broadcast. So it looks to me that if there's anyone else out there, they would show up on the panel here, but I think all we have is Amy,
And I do
prosecutor, and myself.
I do want to tell you, Your Honor, it now when I check the breakout room deal, it says you've been assigned breakout room 2, prosecutor 2. So just to tell you, that has changed.
Okay, well, I was able to, I can move you from 1 to 2 over here, but there's nobody in 1 or 2 other than you, I guess. So okay, I understand from Ramona, the next defendant for arraignment is set for about another 15 minutes.
Okay.
So he's not showing up on 2, but he went to 2.
Where is he now?
Maybe assign Amy to 2 in case he needs her.
I did. Let's see here. I have.
Your Honor, I just wanted to tell you that both gentlemen are with us now, and they're both in prosecutor room 2.
Oh, okay.
All right, they're both.
Poor guys.
All right, so you got, I don't see them
He
here.
just walked back. Never mind.
So let me, if you would.
Can we just go ahead and handle them both in prosecutor 2, Your Honor?
Yeah, just go ahead and handle both.
Okay.
I'm the one that's not listening to it, so go ahead and handle it.
Who was first?
Barbara.
Okay. Gotcha. Will do.
All right. Why did that show me that? Who's over there? Well, they're here tonight. It does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't get to breakout rooms at all on my screen, so no help.
Okay, we're good. It would have been good to know without having to click who's where,
Right.
because they're hidden.
Yeah.
I thought Randy told me he was in 2. Come on, hey, come on now, speak up. You know he said that. Don't be trying to hell. I'm gonna quit. I'm being broadcast now. Back over here. Dang. Where is it? Where's my YouTube thing is?
I was gonna try to see if I could get that YouTube up live streaming.
Okay. Why? Are we not? Oh, we started streaming. Okay, how do you stop the video? Ramona?
There's not a stop video button right up there at the top somewhere. I might have to click on this so it will fill up your screen. Just live on YouTube, you can click on that and I believe you can see the arrow.